if you can see in the background all of the crazy, beautiful landscape of the Josephinum Pontifical College. It is stunning. It's actually a little piece of Rome right in our own backyard. The property itself belongs to the Vatican. So wanted to make sure I had some time to enjoy this beautiful sunshine that's going on right now around me, and to take a nice leisurely 2-mile walk. There's also another thing I want to show you out this way. It's a beautiful pond, and they just installed a fountain. They have a quiet place for some of the seminarians and the priests in training to just sit back and enjoy some of the solitude and to pray. So this is the amazing Josephinum Pontifical College, and it has been around for quite some time. It's absolutely stunning to live behind this amazing piece of the Vatican and this extension of Rome. Well, this is what I wanted to show you. This is another part of the Josephinum property that butts right back up to our neighborhood. And we have the luxury of having a relationship with them so that we can actually utilize this space. It's perfect all season long. It's great in the summer. It's even great in the wintertime. But they just installed a new fountain, and I thought it would be nice to journal some thoughts or to just sit and pray and reflect. So as part of my artist date for this week, this is what I wanted to show you. I really encourage you all to find something, whether it's in nature or otherwise, especially on a beautiful day like today, to just enjoy some time for you. Well, thank you for joining me on another one of my artist dates. I am actually at one of my favorite places in the entire world, Joann Fabrics, and I thought it would be an awesome way to get some inspiration. And one of my favorite things is yarn. I love to crochet. Tons of blankets, blessing blankets for baptisms and new babies. So it's a really great way to soak in all the color. It's a great way to restock the pond, refill the well. So I invite you along to not necessarily even shop with me, but just get some inspiration from this particular arts and crafts store. Now, you don't have to go to an arts and crafts store to get inspiration. You don't even have to take a walk like I did earlier. You can do whatever feeds your inner artist. And it could be anything. Maybe it's playing a sport, or maybe it's reading a book. Whatever feeds you and nourishes your soul is what you need to do. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to continue looking around. Okay, I totally have to be honest with you. Something that feeds my soul is when things are on clearance. So take a look at that. 40% off additional clearance prices. Woohoo! Well, I just have to tell you, one of the things that I love to do, at least right now in the time of COVID-19, is make face masks. And what a gift to be able to use my design background to be able to do something good for the community. I want to go ahead and give you the layout of the book. Maybe some of these chapters will pique your interest. And if they do, I would jump ahead to that chapter and dig in and see what bits you can glean from it and apply to your life now. The first week deals with recovering a sense of safety. She talks a lot about this inner critic and negative beliefs and how they impact or block our creativity. Week 2, she deals with recovering a sense of identity, who we are. She talks about crazy makers that try to get us off track. Maybe some of those crazy makers are some of your employees at the church or at the schools. Maybe some of those crazy makers are your own family members, whether extended family, family of origin, or even the ones that live in your own household now. But she gives us some tools to help us deal with those situations. The third week, She talks about reclaiming and recovering a sense of power, not power over others, but more of a power within yourself, similar to what Cuddy talks about in the book Presence. Week 4, she addresses recovering a sense of integrity, how to dig deep in seeking out some buried dreams and really identifying who you are, and not only who you are, but who you want to be. What is your deepest longing? Week 5, she addresses recovering a sense of possibility. What are your wishes? What are your dreams? And she even talks about something pretty cool called the virtue trap. In week 6, she addresses recovering a sense of abundance. Talks a lot about the great creator and luxury and how money influences our lives. In week 7, she discusses recovering a sense of connection. She talks a lot about the importance of listening and how jealousy influences our connections, how the perfectionistic have trouble and perfection is a stumbling block to connecting with others. Week 8, recovering a sense of strength. Not just physical strength, but an inner strength, the strength to survive, and also understanding our losses in life. Because when you do add new things, other things fall away. And sometimes death or little deaths are part of that growth in your life. In week 9, she speaks to recovering a sense of compassion. She talks about creative U-turns and blasting through the blocks. In week 10, she addresses recovering a sense of self-protection. Workaholism, drought, even fame is something that all people can hide behind. Number 11, the 11th chapter, recovering a sense of autonomy. And she deals with building your artist's altar, which sounds sacrilegious in a way, but it really is pretty cool. Week 12 is probably my favorite week of all. And she titles this, Recovering a Sense of Faith. And that has to do with trusting your creator, trusting in God's design for your life, who you authentically want to be, long to be, and the gifts that you can explore and share with others. She talks about mystery and the imagination of play and setting time aside to allow yourself to be creative.